Hey everybody, this is John and welcome to the free video. So for today, what I want to talk about is averaging into a position. So here's a stock, AKAM, and this is a position that we've had. There is a squeeze here that ran out of momentum. I initially bought some calls here looking for it to kind of bust out. Then the markets got a little crazy, or AKM did, and it came down. So I added to the position here, and then I added to it again here, okay? So I bought it here, and I got the options at like $2.96, and then it fell, and then I added the same options for 86 cents, and then it got back up here, and I added some more to $1.59. So my average price is, you know, obviously somewhere around the $1.70-ish level. And the question that comes up is, well, John, there's a rule that you don't add to losers. What are you doing? And I actually agree with that rule. The question is what's the difference between scaling in versus adding to losers? Okay, so here's the difference. It's all about position size. So if you've got a position size and say, okay, I'm willing to put, you know, let's call it $3,000 into this position. Okay, so let's say that you buy, you know, 20 calls or 10 calls at, you know, $2.97. Okay, so that's essentially $3,000. So if I did that here and I fell here, I would be stopped out. Okay, that's it. The trade's done. I cannot add to it because I've already done what? Taken on a full position. But what if instead of that, you know, it's like, okay, well, you know, if your full size is $3,000, well, what if you start off with 2 at $3? Okay, well, that's 600 bucks. And then it does go down. It's like, okay, great, I'm going to buy 2 more at 86 cents. Well, that is, you know, that's a lot less. That's like 150 bucks, give or take. My math is off on that. So the point is that if you know what your full size is, don't start with full size, scale in, and that's going to give you an average price point that's pretty good. And guess what? If it just is you buy it, you know, you buy a 1/3 size position and the next morning it's downgraded and then the trade's toast and it's over, fine, you're done, and you didn't even have a full position on. So I'm a big fan of that. So if we look at AKM, and you'll see here just kind of a similar. So, you know, I got my first, and my full size for this particular trade is $10,000. Okay, so I'm still have the opportunity to scale in, but so we started off with 10 at 296, and then you can see it fell. So I bought 10 more at 86 cents, and then bought 10 more at $1.69, and then I got some that expired this week. That was it was actually a mistake. I bought these 10 at $1.27 that expired in 1 day. I meant to buy them that expired in 8 days. And when I realized it, I said, well, I still like it, but because of the short expiration, I need to make at least theta positive and sell these options against it. So my plan is to ease out of those tomorrow. So my goal here is, in a perfect world, the AKM does break out and, you know, we make money on all these positions. But the key with this, and the absolute key, is this, is that if I come over here and say arrange positions by instrument, okay, you're going to see that what I did here is, by affording myself the luxury of being able to scale in, okay, that my average price is $1.76, even though my first buy was $2.96, okay, and my second buy was 86 cents, and my third buy was $1.79. But what happens here is I get a good average price, because we don't know exactly, you know, the fluctuations of a stock. But if we give ourselves at least 3 entry points, we typically can get a good average price point. So now, obviously, if I was a genius in hindsight, I would have just bought all 30 at 86 cents and I'd be done. But that's not how the markets work. So anyway, hopefully that helps. Kind of a slight difference there. All right, that's what I got. Keep in mind, and I'm going to be in as a student this weekend in Carolyn's class. One of the best ways and one of the best tools you can use for averaging into a position is key levels. Okay, and the best levels out there are the ones that Carolyn does. She's going to be doing a class on Saturday regarding these levels, especially for shorter term trading with the ability to scale in for only $197. And that's something you can make up on 2 trades on a 1 lot. And if you want to do actually live trading with her, it's going to be $397, and that includes this. The Saturday class is, or this Saturday class is going to be this Saturday with the live trading class the following week. You won't want to miss it. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you at the next update.